one. The Cardinals will boot it away to start the game. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Purdue's offense is on the field for the first time today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is the guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ross. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
And the Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Back to throw, it's Kelly. Makes the grab. It's Ashley. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
Gonna swing it on second down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
It'll be third and long. Just keep slinging it. With the catch, it's Robinson. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And the Cardinals back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Trying to set up the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Kelly. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ball State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. Ball State has the lead, and we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
And the Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the ground. Lowers those pads all the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Got his man downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Give to the back. Running into the open space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Gonna take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going for it all. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Oh, it's a big blown opportunity by the defense to just kill that drive right there. He had a chance to make that interception in the end zone, but he couldn't come up with it.
The Boilermakers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Kelly. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They'll run play action. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. A little screen to the running back. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The kick is on its way. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the ground with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll try the run. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
The Boilermakers need to pick it up on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Quarterback running on the draw. Powers through the defender. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cardinals with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Quarterback extends the play. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Now on the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Now he's going to break the pocket. That should be the final play of the first half.
Picks up 9, and that's a first down for the offense.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
The Boilermakers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield is Kelly. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, it's been a defensive struggle so far in this game. In the first half, we saw that. And I guess the question is in the second half, can these defenses keep it up? It looks like this one can. Getting a sack there on second down. They're still playing with a tremendous sense of urgency.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's caught. It's Robinson. Crosses the 30. Turning it on. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Forced out of the pocket. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
And the Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Under fire. Unleashes one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The short hands, it's McCoby. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Boilermakers send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Kelly. That's reeled in, it's Ashley. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Quarterback on the keeper. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Oh, they're after him.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now. This is a big key for us to win this game.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
The sweet feet buy a little time. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Sometimes you're hesitant to use your quarterback as a runner. Not when your quarterback runs like this.
You dang right. I'm going to use him. I'm going to use him early and often. The dude can run so well, can make you miss. Do you worry about him getting dinged up throughout a game? Sure, but when you can do things like that, it makes your offense so much stronger.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He'll do it himself. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That brings us to the close of the quarter, and Ball State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Gain of 1. Third down coming up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Ross. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
From the red zone, looking for a man. He wants it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
PAT unit on the field.
On for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Cardinals are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Working that left side now. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Line gets set. 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Ross. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They just keep firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Trying to find the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. So just over 90 seconds to go, and this game's probably going to come down to whether they can recover this onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Defense uses uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Using his legs, it's Ashley. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And they'll take a knee.
Victory formation is so sweet, and the best part is when you're on the road and all those home fans start taking off, and all those cheers, all those loud noise, I don't hear them anymore. It's really quiet.